Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings. Namaste to you all. Today is January 9th of 2025. And it's AJ, my baby, birthday from BSB Backstreet. Love them. And that's going to tie into this message actually. Even thinking about that. So anyway, yes, I'm a BSB fan out there. To those fellow BSB fans, hello and welcome. Yo, since 1997, okay. But yeah, so I do hope that you guys are having a good day or start to this day of life. There is a lot going on, which is the stem of this message. So I'm really trying to gear myself to deliver this message. It's very, very heavy. I woke up about after 2 a.m. in the morning, just in the middle of the night. And all of a sudden, all these messages just kept coming, and I did not go to sleep until 4:30. So I was up for about 2.5 hours. Downloads just kept coming. And every time I would go scroll on Instagram or something, another message would come. I was texting myself, sending myself messages that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And this all started at 3:33 a.m. And I had to text myself. I did. I had to text myself because it was 3:33 a.m. when all these messages started. So I'm going to show you guys. And there was so many messages. And then in the midst of it, I was sending myself things that I want to keep or go back to. So some of them weren't all, but it was a lot. So at 3:33 a.m., I heard time capsule. So I was like, time capsule, okay. Then I heard time captured. And then I heard time rapture, okay. And then it was 3:34 a.m. and I heard it's a wrap. So I heard it's a wrap after that. I'm like, okay. So that's what I just started with. I'm going to come back to it. Before I do proceed and go further with this message, I do want to put out my disclaimers because I am not a psychic. I'm just a messenger. I'm here to provide the purest love and light vibes from the Most High Creator, my spiritual team, guide, sky guide of the universe, the Most High source, and the purest love energy possible. Therefore, this is in no way, shape, or form to impose my feelings, thoughts, beliefs into your life. I'm one reader. You may resonate with another reader. That's cool. Find a reader that's best for you, and keep in mind your discernment, free will, and intuition are always a key factor. And if my message, if you don't like the food on the plate, don't eat it if it don't resonate, okay? And do not force that Cinderella slipper to fit if it don't fit. It might not be for you. Or you might not have made it to this part of the journey. Or I could just be tapping into a particular collective out there on their mission. So however you see fit. And the roles could be reversed. This could be cross watchers. And welcome, okay? We welcome everybody. This is a non-judgment zone over here. This is an uplifting Zen zone, clarity zone, real zone over here. I'm just flowing with this message and this download in this moment, time, and space. Okay. So yeah, this is a heavy message. So when I heard time rapture, then I heard it's a wrap. I'm like, okay, it's a wrap. And rapture, if we're talking about biblical terms, this also may not be a message for those of you when it comes to probably biblically speaking or referring to biblical texts. I know everybody out there has their own religion, own thoughts, own backgrounds, own beliefs. So, this is not to offend anyone with these messages or anything like that. I'm just really going by these downloaded channel energy. And when we think of rapture, that's something that a lot of people, like Book of Revelations, or the end of times, right? That's a deep message to talk about. So with the time capsule, time capture, and time rapture, And then I heard it's a wrap, and it was 3:33 a.m. when I started hearing those. I was like, okay, because the rapture is about end of times, right? Book of Revelations, or whatever you want to call it. And if we think about our lives and the heaviness of this world, end of times could be a rebirth, like a cleanse. It's like the ice age, to cleanse off this land of corruptness, right? So we see that happening left, right, in your own homes, in your communities, but it's like a bigger picture of things. If you guys have been following me, and I don't want to say follow me, that's one thing I'm trying to definitely not put out there, because you have to follow your own way. But if you guys have subscribed, let's say that, or resonated with these messages, and have been watching the messages that I've been posting, you will see that it's like a story. Like, I can go back and look, I'm like, dang, okay. Because I did hear a while back, spiritual empires rise while physical empires fall. And we could say it was particular people in the industry that was falling right before our eyes, or things just crumbling right before our eyes, right? And certain people were pinpointed out, poked, or called out in public. Some called out behind the scenes, but a lot of unseen things behind the scenes are starting to be seen in plain sight. People could hide in plain sight, but now I'm hearing it's seen in plain sight now. 644 on its timer. Everything is being seen in plain sight. I'm hearing cry out for health. I'm hearing Michael Jackson Earth song. I love that song, Michael Jackson Earth song. What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? Let's think about Mother Earth. The end all be all. The nature of things. The natural process of order. Mother Earth. How it needs to wash and cleanse and weep and cry and goes through hurt and turmoil and destruction. I also heard destruction of distractions. There's like a destruction of distractions taking place too, for divine order to happen. So some of the things will be destroyed, as we're seeing. Let's even think about these I'm hearing flowers and flyers. I'm hearing flowers and flyers, but I was about to say fires. Okay, in LA. And I want to definitely give my sincere, utmost condolences to each and every one of those people that are really like sitting in devastation in this particular moment. And in LA, I know the whole world goes through devastating events and traumatic like disasters and things. That's the world we live in. It's a part of nature that we can't control. And we don't understand it or understand it. We try to overstand it at times. Why does nature do this? Or why did this occur? This message. Spirit, please be with me. Y'all, it's so heavy to me. Thank you, spiritual team. This is like a wake-up call. The spirit ain't playing. 8:55 on this timer. Thank you, spirit. And it's 9:59 a.m. And I just saw 9 on the dot. And we're in a portal day. Thank you, spiritual team, for me just seeing 9 on the dot. It's January 9th, 2025, which 2025 equals 9. I actually wrote that here. Okay, usually you might see 911, which is like an emergency wake-up call, but it's kind of reversed. It's 199. Let's see what this 199 is. Then I'll go back to my text. So Mother Earth has been crying out for cleansing, for divine cleansing. There's so much corruption. And I did a video probably like 4 or 5 videos back that said karma is due, and it's coming to collect past due. Collect corruption that is past due. Yeah. It's coming to collect all this corruption that's past due. 10 on the timer and 10:001. 10:01 on the timer. So cycles ending, new beginnings to bring balance, to cleanse. Yeah. 10:01. And it's 10:01 a.m. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just said it because I saw it on the timer. And now I just saw 10:22 and 10:23. 1, 2, 3. There's a divine order taking place to bring balance and order. But it looks like destruction. Sometimes destruction brings order. Think about a situation that destroyed your life, or a connection that caused destruction or disruption or discord in your life. It did something to you. It could have made you depressed. It could have made you stressed. It could have made you act out. It could have made you spiral down to a dark space, feeling out of place. And hold on. So this caused a lot of destruction to you. And excuse me, guys, I'm getting channel energy, then it's like I lost my train of thought. But there was some things that really destroyed you in a time. Thank you, Spirit, bringing it back. And you had to go through that to renew yourself, to remember your strength. 11:44 on the timer. To rekindle your own passions, even, or rekindle your own stability on a new solid foundation of actually understanding a healing process. Like, you're healing differently. A lot of people are out here being taught how to heal differently through difficult circumstances. Because I know I've been in some difficult circumstances, and I had to figure out how to heal properly in order to proceed in 12:22 on the timer, in order to feel alive, in order to remember my qualities and my talents and my gifts and who I am as an individual, regardless of who others think of me. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this timer, because that was my divine order to get to where I am today. So divine order, thank you, Spirit. I heard, so today being that portal, and I heard look up the number, so I'm gonna look up this number. And then I heard divine portals. Okay. I heard divine portals. A lot of divine portals are being cleansed and I'm hearing remastered on a better foundation. Excuse me, Spirit's part. A lot of people that have been affected in LA are very well known, established individuals in our community, on our TV screens, or in life, period. Very well established individuals invest a lot in their home, their quality of life. If we can compare, look substantial more, that they'll be good for generations and their generations without question. Rather than, some people are born into that. And while other people in life, we have to probably live paycheck to paycheck, or if you get blessed enough to have that generational wealth to continue in your family, you try to hold on, and maybe you still have to work hard though, rather than living where these individuals have been, and it's pretty much set in stone. Like, it's pretty much set. It's pretty much set and good to go, without question marks, or without as many question marks about how this is going to happen, or how much is this going to be, and then depending on how you spend your money, that's always a factor too. How people out here spending money. I know I ain't the best. I'm learning as I've gotten older how to even now think about my financial, what I actually obtain in my bank account. 1444 on the timer, being like, my bank account doesn't determine my worth or my wealth as an individual. That's number one. I just know if my bank account ain't looking right, either something had to happen or I'm just living life. But this older me is like, okay, for myself, I would like more cushion. Okay, I would like more cushion for myself. I know I can manage through difficult situations, but I need to have more cushions for myself just because I want that for myself. Okay. Um, and on the outside looking in, you just never know what somebody got going on in the inside. You never know what's going on in the inside. So I just wanted to send my condolences to those in LA, and I actually have family in LA. So I'm just like, gotta reach out to my family, make sure that they're okay. And because it's getting down to the Hollywood strip, like the Hollywood sign, the landmarks, the traditional landmarks, the museums, the hotels, the historical facts and shops and restaurants, like a history of mankind being completely wiped off this map of the earth. It's like some of your favorite places just completely wiped off. Tourist locations. That's a touristy area. So a lot of people know this particular area and the fact that it's falling down right before our eyes. Right before our eyes. Okay? This is a particular message of waking up humanity, unfortunately, in ways that don't seem fair, that don't seem natural. Okay? And some of this stuff don't seem natural about what's going on. Let's go there. And people, I actually sent an article, well, Instagram post where this lady's talking about she's at her parents' home. They've been there 75 years. And she didn't want to leave. And luckily the house was still standing. Luckily, their home is still in one piece. So she's like, yeah, but I'm not leaving. She said the insurance companies just stopped their fire coverage recently for the homeowners in this area. So fire insurance won't cover any of these losses. Let's start there. That's crazy to me. Think about these celebrities, right? I hate to call them celebrities, but you know, people that have been admired. Some of them for good, some of them we don't know their life, but they've made some monumental history for cinema, or even in their community, or however they put out their work. They made some movements. They had some particular items. Let's start there, that are irreplaceable. I saw that Melissa Rivers, which is Joan Rivers' daughter. For those of you who may not know Joan Rivers, she was a really known host or celebrity critic and all that. And she died like been like 10 years or something. But she was very popular. She was older, but she was known for her plastic surgery. Well, her daughter, Melissa Rivers, is starting to look just like her too. Well, Melissa's home was a part of these homes. And she just said, it is completely gone. The history of my family is over. Nothing of my dad's, nothing of my mom's. That was their historical energy or whatever they left, the mark on his work, completely wiped off. She said, I grabbed a picture of my father. I grabbed a drawing that my mother did. And she grabbed something else, and I can't remember what it was. She's like, why didn't I grab a picture of my mom? I don't know. Probably because I could find them anywhere. But the drawing is something I can never get back that she did. So that's why she grabbed the drawing. And I'm just like, she said the history of her family is completely wiped off. Gone. Ricky Lake, another one of them. Ricky Lake was an old school talk show host. I liked her. Her home was pretty from the video she shared. And I'm like, wow, this is for it to hit people that are wealthy with all of this like generational wealth. to lose everything and then to not have fire insurance. Let's think about that. You don't have no fire insurance. Everything in your house, it doesn't cover the loss. Just because it was lost in a fire, it's not going to be covered. I mean, I worked in State Farm Insurance for a while. I did initial loss reporting there, which was like accident claims when they call in a claim. And then I did some homeowners, kind of when they, when they have things stolen from home or something like that. But things are covered in homes. Like every insurance policy is different, so I'm not going to really go into all of that. But insurance, even if you have like a flood, like flood insurance, for example, if you estimate this is how much all my stuff was in my house, they're going to cut you a check. They're going to try to verify all this information, and they'll cut you a check of what your worth was. So in this case, I'm like, are they going to get, they probably won't get cut a check for what everything in their home was worth, because these insurance companies not going to pay it if they didn't have fire coverage or something like that. I probably am missing some little ins and outs of this, but if that is the case, wow, I can only imagine the teardrops. Oh, and then, by the way, speaking of teardrops, the water was shut off. No water. Firefighters couldn't even try to put the fire out because no water was turned on in the area. So, natural or unnatural causes. Is it a combination of both? Is it just supernatural? Is it a spiritual, natural process going on? It's a lot of question marks about it, right? However, what we're seeing, the aftermath of, even if there are a lot of question marks, 22 on the timer, what we're seeing is the devastating loss in the aftermath. It looks like an apocalyptic town. Armageddon. And so going back to the time capsule and time rapture, and I heard it's a wrap. Spirit's like, it's time to wrap up this corruption, or wrap up, oh, what? Okay, Spirit. I'm hearing wrap up I'm hearing wrap up this elite status quo. That's what I'm hearing. Wrapping up this elite status quo, or these elite status quos. Something about elite status. People too focus on elite status or something is what I'm receiving. Elite status has always been a focus, a high focus. I'm hearing a dollar doom. I'm hearing dollars doom, okay? Like doomsday. This would make sense. Let's think about doomsday. That was a movie. I haven't heard that movie in a while. Y'all, I'm getting so many channel energy. Just bear with me, okay? I don't know if I'm going to get any cards on this particular message. Probably I am. Because I forgot when I was shuffling last night, these cards came out. It makes sense now. Oh my gosh. And this is before I woke up in the middle of the night, that these cards. Okay. Let me get through to this 199. The 199 portal is today. And this angel number is a message from your angels to step up to your soul purpose and maintain positive thoughts, ideas, and ideals about your next step. Yep. Can't make that shit up. Look it up, y'all. Because this is about the next step of your soul's purpose. You've been identified as a chosen one to give out and deliver the healing messages and properties and clarities to humanity. See, these people, I'm hearing fall to your knees. I heard that song the other day. A lot of people are now falling to their knees to hear the angels' voices. Oh, yeah, all night divine. I saw 24:44 on the timer. This is the night that Christ was born. Again, yeah, I know some biblical terms are coming out, but just Focus on the picture, the bigger picture of this message. Because religious are not, spiritual are not. This is a whole global, I'm hearing global phenomenon. Like, this is a global thing. It don't matter what religion, domination, all that. Your status quo. Thank you, spiritual team. That's why I heard this elite status has been a focus. And it's like a fall of the elite status. So it don't matter where you come from, what your background is, who you are in the public. It don't matter. I'm getting some humor because they're trying to humor this up. Because I'm hearing Michael Jackson, black or white. If you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you black or white. Okay, spiritual team, because it's a heavy message. It is heavy ass ish. Okay, and my channeling is just beginning. Okay, spirit. So even going back to the Michael Jackson Earth song, y'all, that song is dope. The video is dope. He's in a rainforest, and all of a sudden, by the end of the rain, by the end of the song, well, he starts, he goes in, everything is bloomed, and then all of a sudden these bulldozers come in, cutting down trees, fire starts. But as they pour back into it, towards the end of his lyrics of pouring back into Mother Earth, it's like feeding Mother Earth back to health, nurturing her back to health. I might actually play that video. I'm not going to play it loud. I learned my lesson. But I do want to play the video and talk about it. I love that this is the first thing that came up. Whitney Houston, greatest love of all. That was a message that I did a while back. See, you the starseed that had stepped on the stage. Because on this video, when she stepped on the stage, all the lights were there. The light is shining on you. This cleanse is going to like shine more light on you as a chosen collective. Because people are falling to their knees and they need to, their soul is like crying out for help in a lot of these cases. And if it's not this LA fires, it's like in general. Like general people who even probably hurt you in the past with any kind of betrayal, or just people that you probably know around you that are going through things that are making them fall to their knees to really truly connect. Because some people are out here that may say, I'm saved, or, you know, I treat people with respect, or blah, 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 or I'm a good person. But maybe there's still some things about them that they need to work on. Or maybe they treat people horrible, but they put on a show like they don't. Or maybe they're a stingy person, so they don't give to others who always give to them. So Spirit is trying to cleanse off these palettes and starting from square one. A lot of people are literally starting from scratch. Like, I'm hearing scratch off tickets. Like, people going to be going to the lottery trying to get some scratch off tickets. Scratch off tickets might go up and like, because people trying to get some money. And so it's crazy because they're still trying to pour into a financial mindset instead of nurturing and pouring into their spiritual mind, their spiritual effects, how your spirit feel. A lot of people have been dependent on financial security. I'm hearing like social security. Something about social security. It ain't feeling secure out here though, is it? Okay. Some people have depended on these security, these documents, but it ain't so secure anymore. See, you had to start from scratch. And even if you did come from a very secure background of generational wealth, even then you had to secure your spirit, your mental state. Because your finances could be secure all day, every day. But what about that mental? What about that spiritual? What about your physical? What about your, like, your overall atmosphere? I'm hearing astronomical. Yeah. Everything in your atmosphere, how is that making you feel? Finances might be great. So people are having to strip down and fall to their knees. And you hear these angels' voices, and you can have a voice of an angel that someone needs to hear, or someone will eventually come across. And then that's when you start lighting up. and stepping on your stage. Because again, with 199, it's time for you to step into your soul's purpose. Okay, so Michael Jackson, Earth Song. Okay, we're going to watch this, and I'm going to not unmute it. It's going to be... So, I know y'all probably can't see it, but see, it starts out in the rainforest. Beautiful. The trees is green. I'm hearing money doesn't grow on trees, right? But look how natural the trees are. So money isn't really natural. A lot of man-made things are seeming natural. Like it's natural to be a billionaire. It's natural to be a trillionaire or have millions in your bank if that's a financial mindset. Now, and look at here. Look at all these. Now all of a sudden it's gone. So your financial mindset could be gone at any second. Security in these banks or stock market. I'm hearing stock market. I'm hearing 401k because I heard 401k earlier. People dipping and dabbing into that because it's getting real out here. You see this? It's a cleanse of a mind. Okay? I'm hearing your tribe of people are going to help lead you and guide you through this destruction time. And people are looking for their a savior here to save them from this destruction. You get it? I'm going to pause this video. And I'm about to go to excuse me, spiritual burp. Some more things that I wrote. To my messages. So time capture rapture. Okay, then I heard it's a time of rapture being captured in a capsule. So this is like a time in space that's being captured, and it feel like the rapture. And see, it's 10:23 a.m. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's like divine order. This is meant to capture. This is meant to be a capture in time that people are going to look back like a time capsule. Be like, damn, I remember Hollywood is like a time capsule right now. Like it's back in the day now kind of vibe. That's crazy. The way it used to be, it's not going to function that same way. And I'm hearing the mentality is going to change. This is just an area. But see, California been burning for a while. Not like this and not where these people be. So when I heard that it's a time of rapture being captured in a capsule, it was 3:36 a.m., which is 6/6. Okay, which is also 12, which is 3. We can keep going down. And I'm just seeing 33 on this timer. Something about threes, because it started with threes. It was 3:30 a.m. with these messages. You know, and I'm hearing like 3 strikes. Spirit said people have striked out more than 3 times. Okay, what else we got, Spirit? This is crazy. Let me make sure. I'm trying to see if I can go there. It's not gonna let me go to the links, possibly. Yeah, some of these won't let me go to the link, but that's okay. I'll just talk about them. Because this, I never logged in to my Instagram on my old phone. So that's okay. I'll try it. But anyway. Let me see what else. Oh, then I said read downloads I received and sent to myself via text messages. So that's what I'm going to do. And then at 9:44 a.m. is when I officially like sat down for this reading. And I heard, this is really happening, what I'm channeling. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, this is really happening. A lot of people are in disbelief that this is happening. And what I'm channeling here is happening. Like, this is like Hollywood now. When you look on TV, Hollywood is the main attraction. And people wanted to go to Hollywood to be the main attraction. And now it's like a main attraction that's been wiped away. It's crazy out here. Damn, excuse my language, y'all, because, you know, I got family in Cali, and I've been up in that area before, just on a strip, and just to know, like, an area that you know is gone. And again, devastation is happening all around us. It's happened before. It's happened all over the world. Things that are just heartbreaking. And with this particular message, it's kind of like a shake-up to wake up this whole world, because Hollywood has been such a focal point too. So the fact that it's going on there, it's like, that's why the magnitude of this message is like, whoa, okay, because it's really happening to Hollywood. It's like, that's really happening over there. This is so yeah. And then on top of that, you got, it's coming down to real people. It's coming, like, real people may have to evacuate their homes that their grandmothers had, their land, in historical parts of LA. And do they have fire coverage? Like, you know, it trickles down to everybody in the community. And that is why this is not your religious background. It doesn't matter any of that. It doesn't matter. It's like a whole global scale here that is about to tremendously shift. Okay. I would start hearing the song Hollywood, doom, doom, doom. And I thought it said Hollywood City, but it's actually Hollywood Swinging. I think that's by Kool and the Gang. So I said, look up the lyrics. So I went to go look up the lyrics, but again, I typed in Hollywood City. When I typed in Hollywood City, the wrong lyrics came up, because that was not technically the name of the song. So as I was looking, I was like, these are not the songs. So this particular picture, I took a screenshot, and this is what came up. It said Hollywood Undead. Like, this is what it found when I Googled it. Okay. So I Googled Hollywood City lyrics, and that was at 3:58 a.m. So it came up with the Hollywood Undead City. I'm like, Hollywood Undead, who are they? But the fact that it was Hollywood Undead, see, Hollywood has to rise again. It could have been a lot of dead men walking, okay? Now Hollywood is becoming undead. That's what I got from that. I was like, yo, now that's deep. Hollywood is becoming undead because people need to feel instead of act. Not to say that all these actors were acting in real life, but there's a sense of no more putting on an act. No more putting on a show. This is like really being you and vulnerable in this moment. To feel realness, to be real, to think more logical, because this money could have been spending on crazy things as well. Or foolishly. I'm hearing foolishly, like hopelessly devoted to you. I'm hearing that song. Some people could have been hopelessly devoted to kind of spending and splurging. Hey, they got it. Why not? But maybe it was something to say, hey, be mindful how you spending and splurging. Or maybe do it once a week and not twice a week. Or once a month and not 3 times a month. You know? It's to get people to reconnect with an inner core that they probably have been disconnected from. I'm hearing the core of life, like cutting the cord, like when you are a baby and they cut that umbilical cord. that umbilical cord, it's time for you to reattach to your life source, to your roots. So people have been in this discord of energy, and the world is on this big ass discord. There's been a disconnection, like the cord being cut. I'm hearing cord cutting as well. Cord cutting, ties, like someone could have cut the cord even with you. You had to cut the cord on people too. Like sometimes you were probably a womb, like you're a WOM as in Michael, B as in boy. You were the womb to carry a person, to protect a person, to birth a person. Like you were carrying, like people were using you as a womb to be carried, but it wounded you. You carrying people, just think about how many, what they have, people be having 20 something kids. I'm pretty sure they womb done been through it. Dave or JJ like, hey, no more. Close the door. Lock it, please. I got 23. I'm good. And some wombs haven't had the blessing and the honor to do that. And then some have. So either way, there's a wound that could be attached today that you got to heal from. So you could have been carrying people that have wounded you for time and time again. And then you had to detach to regroup, to regain, to reform. And see, this is what Mother Earth is doing in a sense when it comes to these natural disasters, or even if there are some unnatural qualities to it. If there was something of an unnatural quality to it, Spirit is saying, what am I hearing? I'm hearing they're dealing with it. It's being dealt or something that will be dealt, is what I'm hearing. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm just hearing dealt. I'm hearing deal. Oh, shit. I'm hearing property deal or something too. There's something that's going to be dealt with these properties. Something will be dealt with or something. Okay. That's what I keep hearing. A lot of people want this to be dealt with too, that have been affected. They're really upset. That's what I'm receiving. A lot of these people are upset. I'm here. I almost said regret. Maybe some people could have regret, and they're so upset that they regret that they should have moved, or they regret that they didn't take something out the home, or it's like a lot of remorse and regretful energy here. So a lot of these people have lost a lot. When people lose things that have been already well established, we don't know what their mental could do. They don't know how to probably mentally take. Some of us are, hey, we know how to live paycheck to paycheck. Look, I know how to live 1 cent to 1 cent. No lie. I have lived 1 cent to 1 cent before, okay? Look, I fell down. I sure did. But see, that came to an end. Look at that 43:22 on the timer. It fell down. I had to let that mindset fall down to live paycheck to paycheck or 1 cent to 1 cent. And instead, if that does happen, I mentally know that I will be taken care of, or that blessings just be coming. You'd be like, dang. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, family. Thank you, whoever helped you in this time. Because you have fallen to your knees. You don't hear your angels. You connect with the Most High. If you got 1 cent, you know that you still very well taken care of. Some of these people have not seen 1 cent in their account ever. Okay? Ever. How they do that? How do they manage? Their people are going to be in need, falling to their knees. So you, Divine Collective, you on your mission at 199. I want y'all to look up that 199 portal number again. Let's go back to it, actually. It's a message from your angels to step up to your soul purpose and maintain positive thoughts, ideas, and ideals about your next steps. 44:44 on this timer. You are chosen. You are a Divine Collective with some dope ass spiritual gifts. and callings and anointings and talents and missions and purposes. And you got some dope ass Akashic knowledge records coming through. All right, this is a powerful and transformative number that carries a message of new beginnings, spiritual growth, and the need to embrace change. Yes, change is here. These people's lives will be changed forever. The world's going to be changed forever. Things that you personally going through have changed you forever, changed you for the better. Even if it didn't feel like it was best, a good change, you're seeing better of it. You're looking to the better side of things now. All right. It's a reminder that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Thank you, Spirit. I'm happy I kept reading that. Yo, this is what it is. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. So to be attached to the materialist, when we leave, we can't take none of that anyway. It's kind of like, unfortunately, when someone passes away, you have to bury them, or if they are cremated, you however you see fit to do with those ashes, but you have to bury that, or if you love someone, you lose them, or if someone has lost a child, and my condolences, seriously, my condolences if you ever did lose anyone. But if you did lose a child, even like to bury that child first. My cousin's birthday was on the 4th, and I gave him a happy birthday moment of silence. He died in 2019, and his dad passed in 2021, I think. Was it 2021? Or 2020? One of those. But it was hard for him to lose his child. Very, very hard. Very devastating moment for all of us. So that was hard to see him go through that. And now they're in the spiritual transformation of their lives together. And we have all connected to our ancestors. I've definitely connected to my ancestors. And for those of you, if this is resonating, you have as well. And some of you going to be connected even more with other ancestors. You will be like, okay, hey, and you, and hi, you too. And okay. So connecting more. So if these people are losing their home, it's kind of like they lost a part of themselves that they have to bury first. Because some of these people thought that they will live in their homes forever, and they will leave it to their kids and their kids. So they would die and the home would still be there. Well, these homes have left them and their family's generation of memories to come in the past memories and what was to come memories. So it's like they have to bury their lives and all of their generations' lives in this. And I'm not saying that this is what they're thinking or anything like that, but with this message alone, and I'm not giving them a pass either. It's like if I was in a mental state of this kind of bracket, like this kind of status quo, right? How would I take losing all of that? Because they could say I'm blessed and I'm thankful and I'm grateful, but that's like a really test right there. That's a big test for that kind of person in that magnitude of a bracket. So they would need someone to understand that to help them heal through this process too. So let's see, Hollywood. Then Holly Berry had posted something, y'all. This might go over 50 minutes, but thank you for your patience. Holly Berry posted this picture. Y'all can't really see it, but it says Hollywood right here on this sign. And this is a billboard for the movie Wicked. And it says Wicked is the best film of the year. And then underneath that, it was a billboard for the movie Den Thieves 2 or something like that. And then it's a no U-turn sign. Okay. Spiritual burp. So this is like, this wickedness has to stop stealing. And Hollywood had to kind of be the example in a way. I don't want to say it like that, but it had to happen there or something. But look, y'all, when I screenshot this, it was 4:44 a.m. And I was like, what? And then look, all the lights, they're yellow, like yield, yield. And then this over here is a red light. You can't turn. The spirit was telling people to slow down. Had been telling people to slow down. So this picture, I was like, yo. And then the fact that these paths, people were trying to speed, now they in a traffic jam. That was from the video yesterday. Forgot what it's titled. Then I saw this thing about this wicked witch melting. And I can't play it because it's probably not going to let me. Let me see. I saw it about... Either way, what time was it when I saw it? Hold on, let me open it. It was 4:54 a.m. now. So I saw it and it's like, we're melting. And she said something as she's melting. But it's like the wickedness is melting off. This was, again, a random post that just showed up when I went back on Instagram. I really wish I could play it. But y'all could see it's like basically the scene in the Wizard of Oz at the end where she's melting. The original, or the one with, what's her name? Judy Garland. So many different ones now. Okay, and then I heard, yep, I did. See, ironically saw this post about the wicked witch melting at 4:54 a.m. And y'all, I'm going to show y'all. See, it was 4:54 a.m. Okay. I said I got to screenshot these, and I usually write in my notebook. But see, this time I just told myself to read the downloads I received to myself that I sent because it's way too much to write. Then I heard the wickedness of the world, people, government, conditioning agendas, materialism, greed, money, power, judicial system, envy, jealousy, is deteriorating and corroding the corrupt empires, lands, mindsets, behaviors. Fake facades are cascading. I heard, yeah, fake facades are cascading. And then I heard the powers at hand are the powers that were. And that was at 7:11 a.m. that I was writing that. So these facades are cascading off and deteriorating. A lot of corruptness. And unfortunately, there will be innocent bystanders. I actually heard that in my other reading. The one that says you're a soldier of love on the battlefield, but you fight with your spiritual insight. And on this battlefield, there are some innocent bystanders that's going to be hurt or be affected by the spiritual warfare, this physical war for spiritual. Like, it's some innocent bystanders, unfortunately, that might get hurt. And so this is another thing, like, we got a lot of innocent people that are being affected. It's trickling down to the other communities, and them having to evacuate is disrupting people's lives. In this Hollywood area here. It's crazy. So then Barack Obama, man, I really want to play this one. Okay, Barack Obama, if y'all can read that, it says, once you get a seat at the table, you realize people ain't all that. And he was just basically saying how people are not, you can go to Harvard, but that don't mean everybody there's a genius just because they went to Harvard, because he's met a lot of people that he sat with in Senate, in the state, blah, blah, blah. And you get to the table like, oh, okay, this person is this, but this person's not smart, or this person's, you're just surprised that this person is in charge. So he was kind of saying it in a way of a title doesn't always mean anything. This is also showing that money doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, especially if your insurance is not insuring this loss, that's crazy. That will make somebody flip the fuck out. And then no water being on, it's just like, and then how fast it was spreading. Okay, then at 7, oh, y'all, look. So then I was looking at this video. I was trying to watch about the Hollywood fires. So they had the Hollywood sign, and look, this length of this video was 3:33. And I said, what? What is this 333? Okay. And then this was the thing about the fire insurance. I can't click on it, but yeah, she was devastated. So y'all can find the fire insurance claims. It's a crisis. It says fire insurance coverage crisis in California amid devastating fires. And then I heard people are dipping into their 401k. 100 million is a lot of money, but it may not seem like a lot for people who are worth 1.7 billion. And I think Kim Kardashian is like worth that or something too. So if I get 100 million, if you got 100 million, you're probably like, okay, I'm set. But to these people, they can spend that in a day sometime. Like, that's nothing. This is a big picture here, a big shift in humanity. My videos have collectively been grouping since I started posting on this channel. From day one, almost a year ago now. Hey, I've almost been posting videos for a year. So thank you guys so much for still rocking with the messages, resonating, uplifting, sending those energies of love, and just, it's all reciprocated and I receive it all. And I'm very humbled and honored to be here and connect with you. I will again be doing more interactive things. I'll be talking about that for Patreon coming up. But I do appreciate each and every one of you so very much. In this time, definitely stay protected. Definitely know that you are pursuing this mission, and stay patient and stay vigilant. I'm hearing stay humble, stay safe, stay nice. You know, people are needing nice people. Nice people are being shown at this time, and you're definitely a nice soul. So people are missing your nice soul too, even if they have hurt you. Oh, this was the card. So divine mission work. You are on your divine mission work here. This is what you're called to do in this time. Yep. Thank you, Spirit. You're called to heart healing, healing people's hearts. Okay. Look, contracts have been ended. I'm hearing those dark contracts have been ended. Some people who were wealthy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. Wealthy contracts, it may have ended. Wow. That's crazy if you think about that insurance and its fires. Some wealthy, but see, and then I'm getting with the divine collective though, you're coming into wealth because your divine mission work is bringing health and wealth, because you're out here ending contracts that are no longer serving humanity. So you're actually are a healthy man, however you identify yourself. You're rising like a phoenix. Okay, now some of these other people, they might start self-image issues. Some of these people might start overeating or get depressed out here, crying, or just their self-image is really put into shame or something, like they don't feel worthy if they don't have the home that they had or the life that they had. Some of these people may not ever have the life that they had. Some people have retired. Some people are not as, in the scene like they used to be. So they do have to dip into some 401k or something, or some kind of bonds that they had for their family. But see, you're going to help people rise again. And in this, you do have a lot of ancestral protection. I'm also getting, these are like, people that want to grab at you too. Some people want to grab at you, but you're going to have like a lot of protection above you, because some people are going to try to grab at you. But see, you rising. That's why. You see how she rose, and she rose it right into this divine protection from your ancestors. You have ancestral protection shield all around you. People can't get at you as you rise. Okay, because these contracts that are being broken are devastating, but you're here to heal these people and heal this time for humanity. I'm gonna leave it there. If it didn't resonate, do not force the fit of the message. If you don't like it, don't eat the food on the plate. But thank you guys so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Peace, love, light. Namaste.